Officials in the US say no topic will be left off the table when President Joe Biden meets China's President Xi Jinping next week. Analysts are wary of how much progress will be made during the meeting at a time of high tension in the relationship between the two superpowers.
President Biden will meet with Chinese President Xi Wednesday in the San Francisco Bay Area on the sidelines of the 30th Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit.
This is a relationship to be managed, not to be perfected.
The two leaders haven't spoken in person since they met a year ago while attending the G20 summit in Indonesia. A lot has happened in that time to ratchet up tensions between the two superpowers.
I think this administration falls in the trap of diplomacy for diplomacy's sake, having meetings for meetings' sake.
The leaders' goal is to stabilize the U.S.-China relationship and lay the groundwork for cooperation on some of the most pressing global issues like the Mideast and Ukraine. Some in the U.S. are looking to China to put pressure on Russian President Vladimir Putin to pull back from Ukraine. Others think President Biden should convince China to lean on Iran or Hamas to step back and help restabilize the Middle East.
This is what high-stakes diplomacy is all about.
Concerns about China's economic power over the U.S., their military base being constructed in Cuba, and the production of fentanyl are still top of mind in the U.S. Some Republicans think this meeting shouldn't be taking place at all.
I don't think you're going to see much happen out of this meeting.
They're going to have a conversation about the weather and talk about the environment and talk about how they're going to work together on that. He's not going to call them out on anything else.
Ahead of this meeting, the Biden administration is stressing what it calls game-changing investments like the CHIPS and Science Act that is decreasing U.S. dependency on China.